Okay. Good morning, everyone. Well, it's actually afternoon already. So today it's day 5. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and do the one last coat of plastering in the one place and the other place to do my second coat. These walls are very thick like this, so I'm doing 3 times finger thickness. So this side I have got it mostly done. I have been watching some YouTube videos. So the one guy mentioned that you should maybe, my camera lens cracked the other day. And the one person said that you must maybe, put this line to get your straight line. So I did that to get a straight line and I'm a few millimeters out. So yes, we need to quickly try and see. So I'm going to plaster it now and then I'm going to screed it or float it, like we say. So let's see how it goes. I'm using a bit of bonding agent today. To get the mixture correct. I'm actually checking to see how much I'm short. So that's 3 buckets. Checking to see, because some people say there's ready-mix bags, which the ratio is not correct. So I'm going to check that now. That's why I'm using a bucket. Try and measure. Okay. So here I have half a bucket. It's going to work over here. So here I have half a bucket. I need about a 3/4 bucket to have a ratio of 1 to 4. So I'm going to add this to have a 1/4 bucket. That's about a 1/4 bucket. And a few drops more. I can always buy loosening. Okay, so that's always the downside about these ready-mix bags. So I don't always have enough cement in it. So now we're going to be mixing it. I'm going to mix it dry first. Okay, use my spade. Okay, now I'm going to add my water and bonding liquid. I'll spray some bonding. So I'm going to have to do this again. Okay. My back is killing me today. I need a few drops more. Days like today that I wish I had a cement mixer. That's a good consistency. Okay. So now, plastering. Let's see. I've been practicing doing this to get it right. And it's actually been I've realized the plastic, what do you call it, it's not as good as the, yesterday when I did this to the plaster, it fell straight up. Today it's not, which tells me I've got a winning recipe today. I'm going to move my camera. Let's see if I move it to fit here. There. You can hopefully see what I'm doing now. Another thing I did today was I watched the video yesterday, a YouTube video, or a few videos, different people, was to put these lines in, to help me I'm messing a lot of plaster, but it's okay. I'm going to leave. That nail of mine is a bit low. Okay, just listening to other professional people and mixing it better and stuff, it makes your life so much easier. There we go. I'm very confident about this batch of plaster I'm doing. Obviously my ironing skills and stuff is not there yet. That's why I'm doing small sections at a time. But at this rate, I'll be getting quite a lot in the near future. I'll get a bit. Okay, what did the one guy show? The other one. Going downwards for me. If there's someone who shows me how to go downwards, I am not. Actually, sorry, my phone fell over. I don't think I did too badly. So that lens that's cracked is causing this big white. See there? You can see the. Okay, there we go. As you can see, not bad for an amateur journey. Okay, I've done my. Oh, what did I do there now? I did my first coat on that wall. Let's see. Yeah. Exactly the camera that's cracked is the one's damaged. So I'm just checking. First coat on that wall, or the second coat, sorry. I wanted to put it a bit thicker than I did, but it came off, so I put it thinner. And then here's my final coat on here. It doesn't look like a professional coating, as you can see with the screen. I can just get the screen. As you can see there, it's not a perfect coating. You know, this thing is. But I'm going to let it dry a little bit, and then I'm going to use that scratch. You know, it's not even here. I have like a float thing that we scratch it with to get it level. I'm going to try that, and then that is it for today. I'm not going to do too much. It's again Sunday. Went out with the parents. It was Mother's Day. I just came to do a bit of experiment to see if I can get it right. A few things I've learned when you work with this tool in the corners. Be careful not to bump there. I've had to patch a few places where I bumped in that wall. And I'm struggling to get the corners. As you can see, I either go too deep in there or too deep in there. I have a little corner tool. I will use that when I float it, just to do that part and see if that works. Okay, so a few things I've learned today. I put my flash on now. So a friend of mine recommended, let me turn it. So a friend of mine yesterday recommended to me to rather use the cement, add more cement, because he said to me, could see there's not enough cement. So what I ended up doing is I went to the hardware and I got some plaster bond. The specific brand I got is called RB10. It's a South African brand. He recommended for me to use that, my friend. And I mixed it. They were recommending on the bottle that you mix it at a ratio of 1:3. I make it from a 1:6. I thought, yeah, that's going to cost me quite a lot to do it 1:3. So I did it 1:6 plus minus. Then I smeared it on. I rubbed it on. I can see the technique is. I mean, I struggle to do it this way, and then, you know, so to go up, so, and then, so I want to keep on using my left hand and my right hand. But I've learned that it's going to take practice. Look, I'm not going to do this professionally. Someone wants it professionally, I will refer it to a friend of mine that builds, or, you know, recommend a client to get a plaster. I'm a qualified electrician. That is what I do. It's nice to do your own stuff. And that's what the nice thing is about DIY. I wouldn't recommend you go build a house as a DIYer, but to renovate a bathroom as a DIYer, it's not that bad. So a few things I've noticed is that it sticks better on the wall. On this board of mine, yesterday, it was, you see there, I have to shake it. Look, it's not even, it's sticking. Yesterday, it didn't want to stick like this. It slid straight down, and when I did this yesterday, it fell down like it was loose sand. And the same on the wall. So that gave me an indication that obviously the plaster bonding stuff helped a lot more. So I have learned something new. I'm going to have to be doing bonding. Now I just need to learn, you know, as you look at it, how to get this to be even when I plaster. Because I don't know if you can see it, but it's quite uneven. But another friend of mine said to me, you know what, take it one step at a time. Even if you have to do it 10 coats, then you do 10 coats to get your line correct. So now I'm just going to try and fill up these little pieces, and the corners is still a thing for me. So yeah, we'll see how smooth I can get it. How smooth and how perfect I can get this plastering will depend if I'm gonna tile the bathroom or not. So yeah, I'm gonna carry on with this, and I will see you guys again tomorrow.